Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Christian Conservative Corner. It's been a while since we've done a video. It's been a few months, but we appreciate all the likes and the shares and the subscriptions. Right now, even with this video, please go like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel at the Christian Conservative Corner, where we just like to present the facts. And you can go look it up, do your own homework if you don't believe what it said. We just present the facts at the Christian Conservative Corner. The Christian Conservative Corner, you might get a few Bible scriptures to back up what we're saying. You might, you never know what you might get, but it's all based on facts. And even some things based on scripture. That's why it's called the Christian Conservative Corner. But go like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. I probably haven't done a video in a while because I have to be kind of compelled, and things that make me feel, I guess like doing a video, I guess. But I want to be more consistent, so we might get more consistent at doing videos. But today, the topic of this video is facts over feelings. Let's talk about the topic for a second. Facts over feelings. Let's talk about feelings first. People get caught up in their feelings, and today you might feel one way, tomorrow you might feel another way. Feelings are fickle. Feelings change. And everybody want to make decisions based on their feelings. Nobody want to get the facts. Nobody wants to hear the truth. Nobody wants to hear the truth about themselves. You tell somebody the truth about themselves and they're mad at you, they hate you. Instead of saying, you know what? Let me change. Let me do better. Facts over feelings. So I want to talk about a couple of the cases that has happened, a couple of the deaths that has happened, particularly by the hands of police. The reason why we're having all the riots and all the havoc going on. But nobody's basing anything off facts. Nobody's talking about facts. Everybody's going off of their feelings. Nobody wait to see what would really happen. And most of all, you weren't there. You weren't there when the situation went down. So your opinion really don't matter. But anyway, I base things off of facts. Do my homework, get the facts, then I form my opinion. Then I might share my opinion. Then I share the facts that I found. So, right now, I guess the biggest thing going on right now, in Kentucky, the whole Breonna Taylor's case. And I'm gonna talk about a couple of cases right quick, just a few of them that we witnessed, and everybody's uproar. Well, the cops didn't get, they didn't go to jail. They wasn't found guilty and all these things. Listen, because facts matter, not feelings. Facts. That's why the cops don't get prosecuted in a lot of these deaths, because when you go to court, you present the facts, bam, the facts show they weren't in the wrong. It's not about your feelings. It's not about their feelings. So let's talk about the Breonna Taylor case first right quick. Everybody want to post Breonna Taylor little picture like she's the perfect little round away girl. And first of all, let me say this too. I'm not saying that anybody should be killed or shot by the police or killed or shot by anybody. But what I am saying, when I was growing up as a kid, here's what I was raised by my grandmother. I know what it's like growing up in the hood. I know what it's like not having a whole lot. I know what it's like growing up without a father. Why? Because I've been through all these things. I didn't have a father growing up. I grew up poor and didn't have a whole lot. And I grew up in the hood. So don't come at me with any of that kind of stuff. Well, we from the hood, or we was poor and all these things. I did all that. So none of that really matters. You can overcome that. It's all about your mindset. You can overcome poverty. You can overcome whatever you went through if you want to, or you can use it as an excuse. You can use it as a crutch, however you want to do it. But I know that God, as a Christian, can help you come through anything. So that it saddens me to see a lot of Christians that go along with a lot of this stuff, knowing, but we preach, say, well, God can help you do anything. But then we go back and say, well, it's so sad that they can't do this and they can't do that. Well, because they don't want to do it. You can come out of anything. I'm living proof of that. Now, also when I was growing up, and this is biblical, my grandmother was talking about you reap what you sow. She let me know that if you go out there hanging around with the wrong crowd, you're going to find yourself in trouble. If you go out there and sell drugs, you're going to find yourself going to jail. If you go out there and get girls pregnant and don't take care of your child, you'll find yourself on child support. You reap what you sow. I know we like to call it what karma. The Bible don't talk about karma. The Bible says you reap what you sow. The seeds you sow, you're going to reap a harvest, whether it's bad or whether it's good. But nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about people reaping what they've sown. Nobody talks about people making bad decisions. You're going to reap the harvest of your bad decisions. So let's talk about these. Let's get into this. Breonna Taylor. They posting this little picture like she was just a little old roundabout girl. They posting this picture where she worked for the EMT and all these things. That's how they play on your emotion. That's how they play on your feelings. Breonna Taylor was knee deep in the dope game. She was part of a drug conspiracy. She dated the top dope boy in the clique. She wasn't just somebody in her house sleep and got shot. That was a lie. She got shot because she was standing in the hallway behind her dope dealing boyfriend who shot at the cops first. Now, they had a no-knock warrant, which it is not easy to get a no-knock warrant. You don't just go to the jail to get a no-knock warrant and you go kicking somebody's door. Her dope dealing boyfriend confessed and said the cops knocked on the door. They knocked on the door. Her boyfriend said this. He's still living. He's in jail right now. He said they knocked on the door. This idiot shoots at the cop, so the cops fired back. Breonna Taylor is standing in the hallway behind him. That's why she's dead. It's nothing about racism. It's nothing about no racist cops. It's nothing about what the cops did wrong. They had been surveillancing this drug ring for months. Breonna Taylor first got implicated when they found a car that was rented that was involved in a homicide that was in Breonna Taylor's name. I read the transcripts where Breonna Taylor's the same dope dealing boyfriend that shot at the cops that is still living, but she's dead. He's in jail now. He was on the phone with one of his baby mamas, as they say, baby mothers, baby mamas. And his baby mother even said, you got that girl killed. You're the reason why she's dead. Well, no, it's cops. It's the cops killing black people. Listen, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. If Breonna Taylor was not dating a dope boy, was not involved in this drug ring, he even said on the phone call that he was talking to his baby mother, she handled his money. She held his money. She was involved in this drug ring. So how is now she's innocent? She's in the bed sleep and got shot by the cops. The cops need to go to jail. If she made better decisions, Breonna Taylor would be alive. If she wasn't hanging around with dope dealers, if she wasn't involved with dope dealers, she would be alive. Facts. These are facts. You can go look this up. Do your homework. Go look it up. She was not just some innocent roundabout girl. And I ain't saying she should die, but you reap what you sow. You hang around with dope boys that shoot at the cops, you run. My grandma always told me, I had friends that would steal. I was not a thief. I was taught not to be a thief. She said, listen, you don't go in the store with them because they steal. If you go in the store with them and they steal, and they call the police on you, all of y'all going to jail, even though you ain't stole nothing. You reap what you sow. So you people posting Breonna Taylor picture on your Facebook page and posting their, listen, when do we start glorifying gangsters and people doing wrong? Now, I agree with consoling the family and because somebody's child died, somebody's sister died, yes. But glorifying them like they were some great person and lying about what happened, I don't agree with that. She would have been alive if she didn't hang around with dope dealers. Let's go back to, all the way back to Trayvon Martin even. And I know this was years ago, back when Obama was president. And George Zimmerman, the guy that shot Trayvon Martin, he wasn't a cop. But as LeBron liked to say, we're being hunted by white people. We're being hunted by cops every day. Why nobody talks about now, and I'm gonna say this, check these numbers, but I was reading something the other day. This might not be accurate because I got to look some more, but I saw something about there's 51 homicides a month. This is across America from black on black crimes, 51 homicides a month. So white people or the cops are hunting black people, but nobody talks about the black on black crime and the blacks killing blacks. So a white man kills a black person, we got the uproar. We got to go crazy. A black man killed a black man. Okay, well, come on, man. Facts over feelings. So let's go back. Let's talk about the Trayvon Martin case. Let's go back a few years. Trayvon Martin. Okay. Trayvon Martin, he's walking through this neighborhood. George Zimmerman, and I'm gonna give a real short, quick synopsis because I don't want to make this a real long video, even though we haven't made a video in a while. But he's walking through this neighborhood. George Zimmerman's following him. George Zimmerman's on the phone with the police, with the receptionist or whatever on the phone, and she asked, she asked him, what race is he? He says he didn't know because the guy had a hoodie on, so lets you know it wasn't racial. He didn't know what ethnicity Trayvon was. Secondly, the lady asked him, says, are you following him? He says, yes. She says, sir, we don't need you to follow him. He immediately stops following him. Now, when you looked at MSNBC, CBS, and all the news stations, they told you none of this. They told you none of this. But you can go look it up now, after the case is all over with. So he stopped following Trayvon. He and another neighbor waits up by the mailboxes, waiting on the cops to come. Trayvon Martin makes it home. He makes it all the way home. He tells some woman there, cause I think he went to his father's house. His father lived in that neighborhood. So maybe either his father's girlfriend or some female there, I ain't no punk. And he goes back. He goes back to fight this man. He gets in the fight. He fights George Zimmerman. He's beating George Zimmerman up. He's beating him. George Zimmerman's trying to move, trying to get away because he's beating his head on the cement or the concrete or the pavement or whatever. When George Zimmerman's trying to get away, his gun is exposed. Trayvon reaches for the gun and George grabs it first and shoots him. How Trayvon would have been alive today if he would have stayed home when he made it home the first time, not going back to fight. My grandmother didn't have to tell me if the cop, if when you're driving, if the cop pulls you over, to put your hand on the steering wheel a certain way and do certain things. You know why? Because she taught me respect. I've had issues and been in situations with cops, and I showed the respect that my grandmother taught me. Yes, sir. No, sir. I didn't fight them. I didn't give them no problems. I didn't give them no issues. I didn't feel threatened because I had respect. And they showed me the same respect. Different cops. And I've been in a couple of situations in my younger years. So facts matter. I can speak from both sides. I've been in those situations. I've had a cop pull a gun on me when I was 21 years old, but I was doing something stupid. And I had a gun under my seat. I'm just being honest. But anyway, which I wasn't trying to shoot a cop or anything. I was getting my license and registration. I just happened to have a gun in the car because I rode around with a gun in the car. But anyway, he didn't know what I was doing, so he pulled the gun. I didn't get shot. I had respect. Also, let's talk about Jacob Blake, another one of the most recent ones. So, the same young lady that you've raped, she calls the police on you because there's a restraining order against you. Why nobody talks about the wrong that the person that we talk about that got shot and wrongfully killed done? Nobody talks about that side. What happened to personal responsibility? What happens to personal responsibility or personal or accountability? So he's been accused of rape by this young lady. You know, he stole her car keys or stole her car or something like that. She calls the cops on him. Cops come. The video they don't want to show is on the opposite side of the car, on the passenger side of the car, where they shoot him 2 times with the taser and it doesn't work. He proceeds to go get in the car. How do they know he's not going to get a gun? Tell me that. How do they know he's not going to get a gun? And even in the video, he has something in his hand. Some say he had a knife in his hand. I'm not sure. I'm not confirming that. But if the cop says stop, why don't you just stop? One thing I have been told, as far as the cops go, don't try to fight the cops on the side of the road. Let them go. If you're wrongfully done, take them to civil court. In most cases, you'll win, and you'll probably get some money out of it. Why I got to be all bad and try to fight the cop on the side of the road? That is stupid. You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Let's talk about Ahmaud Arbery. Oh, he was just jogging. Ahmaud Arbery was not just jogging. He was up to no good. He had a criminal past, and I'm not saying he should have been shot because he had a criminal past. But you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. You don't rush a man with a gun. You don't run towards a man and grab his gun. You run towards a man, you grab the gun. Now y'all tussling over a gun. Now it becomes self-defense. Because now I'm fighting for my life, you're fighting for your life. He happened to be the one to get shot. But the video shows he ran toward the man with the gun. Why would I run toward a man? It's common sense. Facts over feelings. I'm not saying anyone should die. You reap what you sow. I go out here, if at a young age, I decided to go out here and make a lot of babies with a lot of different women, and they put me on child support, and now I'm running for, and I have to run from the police because I'm on child support. Whose fault is that? You reap what you sow. Facts over feelings. So it's just crazy. George Floyd. How they started that out. They started out with, oh, he didn't even fight the police. He didn't do nothing. He fought the police tooth and nail. He fought the police. The autopsy showed he was high off of fentanyl. He was high off of fentanyl drugs enough to shoot up a horse.